Okay, so here's just a little demonstration on what to do with the HTML5 template that's attached to our week 4 folder. I'm going to right click on the link so that I can tell it to save it. If you try to open it with the left click, you'll see nothing because it's just code and there's no commands in there. I'm going to save it onto a folder on my desktop. It's called JavaScript. It's already there. The document is called my JavaScript. Rename it to index.html. Anything you find useful. Just keep in mind it is an HTML document. It's already recognized as that. I'll click on Save. Follow it on Chrome. I'll just tell it to show it to me in the folder. And there it is. I'm going to open this with Sublime, which is a pretty cool text editor. And then it opens, and as promised, it's just code. It's already pre-formatted. You'll see, the typical HTML setup. It doesn't have a title just yet. No, it does right here. It's just called HTML template. So, give it a name if you want. Depending on whatever page you're using, I'll just say this is my JavaScript sample, which it already said, I think. So it's an HTML5 template. I'll leave it as that. It already links to a style sheet that doesn't quite exist yet. It doesn't link to any script.js. This one rather just will run the script here, just so that we can see it run as we go along. Although one thing that I do want to tell you about is that so far we've been running alerts, and alerts are fine, except when they're not. And we're going to have to start to think about displaying lists, displaying pages, etc. And the pop-up's just not going to do it. So just to give you a brief sample of at least an older method according to the modern tutorial. They don't like necessarily this method that I'm going to show you, but it's used all over the place, so it's still valid. Basically, we're going to use a command called document.write to display data. Later on, we'll be seeing additional ways of doing things. So just to give you a sample, I'm going to go into the script portion of this template, and I'm going to declare some variables. I'll just say, I don't know, let my variable equal 5, and then go somewhere in the body, specifically down here where we have space for the script. I'll just put in a couple of spaces there, enter a couple of times, and the code that I want to tell you about right now, at least the command, it's going to be the document write method. So it's going to be simply document.write, open parentheses, where we will have, I could have some text here, just like I could have strings. I could have, well, variables in general. My variable is, I'll put in a space, and then I'll concatenate with the plus, and then just say my variable, select it there, and the command with a semicolon. I'm saving it, and going back to my browser, I'll open up a new tab, and Command O, there's my code, run it, and I see that my variable is 5. I'll see the page source, so I can see all of the template, the stuff that I told it first to assign the variable value and the script on top, and then the script used inside the body to document, or rather to display the value plus the words my variable is. So that's just really quick. This should help you for the one of the assignments that's coming up, so that when I ask you to create a list, you can actually generate a list with values rather than having to flash them every time that you want to see what a variable holds.